welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about our plan of treatment appointment we had with our doctor's office. Lots of information in this video. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I've posted one. We've had a lot going on, and I will explain in the next few videos all about that. But for the time being, this video is going to be a trying to conceive baby number 1, our plan of treatment, doctor's visit. So we went into this doctor's visit thinking that we were going to basically get started with our fertility treatments, not knowing what was to come. We got to the visit, and I wouldn't say that it was just a disappointing visit. It was just not what we were expecting. So we went into this visit thinking that we were going to get information on the actual fertility treatments, not knowing that there were other things going on that we needed to discuss. On this visit, having to do with me, and I'm sorry, I'm going to look at my notes here. I had completed lots of blood work and some other testing, but the blood work came back and supported polycystic ovarian syndrome, which we knew. It also came back with some indications of prediabetes, which we also knew. But we just kind of went over all of the blood work that we have had done since the beginning of us going to the clinic. It all came back PCOS, was prediabetes. I'm not sure that my blood work would still say that now after being on the keto diet for a while. I think the last time that I had it tested, it was below that level again, but it's something that they want to keep an eye on, obviously. So some of the blood work that came back that was PCOS related was that my testosterone came back as a 61, which is really high for a woman. The ultrasounds that I got came back, and I knew this while they were doing it, but they saw some cysts on my ovaries, which means I have polycystic ovaries, which we knew also. I also had a hysteroscopy and a hysterosalpingography, I think I said that right. I think it's also referred to as an HSG. The hysteroscopy came back completely clean. And for those of you that don't know what a hysteroscopy is where they insert a camera into your uterus so that they can view the uterus like in its entirety, make sure there's nothing blocking your fallopian tubes, in regards to like just inside the uterus. My uterus looked great, no fibroids, nothing like that. She had a perfect view of the whole thing. She also had a perfect view of both of the tubes, so we were good to go. I did also have the HSG, and this is where they insert dye into your uterus that goes into your fallopian tubes. And this is just to make sure that your tubes aren't blocked, and that whole system is clear, so that when they did get my ovaries to produce an egg and release one, the path the egg would take would be clear and fine. That was perfect. I watched it while they were doing it. I saw the dye go through both tubes. I believe the right tube, when they were pushing the dye through, like it went through the left one, and then the dye took longer to go through the right one, but it did kind of go all the way through. It like had a momentary like stop, and then it like pushed through. So they think maybe there might have been a little something there, but as they were pushing the dye through, it cleared it out or whatever. So they ruled that test as completely negative of any issues, which was good. So at the end of all of my testing, having the hysteroscopy, the HSG, blood work, ultrasounds, and everything like that, the outcome was just as we thought. It's PCOS or anovulation, which means my body does not ovulate because of the PCOS. So the recommendations for me were to continue with the weight loss information and doing all that, as well as to start taking a prenatal vitamin, and that if I don't get my cycle monthly, to use Provera to bring that on. So that's what's going on with me. So for Chris's part, and this is where things get interesting, we did have some concerning news that we are kind of worried about, but the doctor seems to think that there's not really a huge amount of worry. He's just trying to rule things out, I guess. But first of all, his semen analysis or assay. The first one we got, the results weren't good. I think it was like 0.2 million was his original count for the first one, with some issues with motility and that sort of thing that also went along with that. So they did repeat the assay and blood work. His first round of blood work came back. His prolactin was 20.5, which was on the high end, actually really high for a male. Normal range is between normal range for a male is 2 to 18, and his was a 20.5. His testosterone was at 195, which is pretty low, when normal range is between 250 and 827. The level of prolactin and level of testosterone was concerning for the doctor, so he wanted to repeat the blood work to see if those levels stayed the same or if it was a fluke. And the reason is if they stayed the same, he was going to order an MRI, because these levels can indicate a pituitary gland tumor, which was a surprise to us, not something you want to hear when you go in and are getting fertility tests done, that there could possibly be a brain tumor concern. So with these test results, Chris's next steps are to repeat blood work to see if those levels stay the same. If they do, or if one of them does or one of them doesn't, he is going to order an MRI just to rule out any sort of pituitary gland tumor. This could be a tumor, that's small, that doesn't need to be removed, that they could take care of with medication. They could be medium sized, that can be operable. They can take it out through his sinuses, or it could be one that they would have to actually open up his brain for, or his skull. Or it could be one that is inoperable. We don't know, and we won't know until we have the blood work done and or the MRI if that's necessary. So that's kind of where we are. So as you can see, it's not exactly the appointment we thought we were going to have. It's not what we thought we were going to be discussing. We went in thinking, okay, we're going to get our actual plan of treatment, not knowing that the plan of treatment we were actually getting was to rule out things that are kind of scary. This is kind of the luck that me and my husband have. We have learned to try and deal with it. We're keeping it pretty tight to the cuff. We're pretty much just telling his parents and his family right now, and hope that there's not really anything to tell later. So we'll see about that. I will be updating with future videos and sharing this journey. It's part of the journey. It's part of our life. I definitely want to share it. I'm not sure when these videos will go up as we kind of encounter everything, but we will be posting videos about it because there may be somebody else out there in the world that's going through the same thing, didn't know about these types of things, or that these things could occur, or just need to know that they're not alone. We're taking it one step at a time. We're trying to keep positive about everything. We're hoping that it was just kind of a weird fluke, but we'll see as time goes by. We'll keep you updated. That was our plan of treatment for this visit. It's kind of a weird video, and I'm sorry, but that's kind of where we are. So everything, just as a recap to everything in the video, for myself, we are going to continue with diet. We are going to add prenatal vitamins, and we are also going to bring on a monthly cycle if I do not start on my own using Provera. Those are my goals right now. That's what's going on with me. But with Chris, we are repeating blood work. We are repeating the semen analysis, and we are looking to see if the MRI is necessary. But we will keep you updated. And if you are interested in hearing the rest of the story or interested in the update videos, please make sure that you subscribe down below. Make sure that you ring that notification bell or click that notification bell so that you can get updates on or notifications on when I upload my new videos, so that you can kind of keep up to date with this if you are interested in this type of information. Other than that, we will keep you updated as we go along, and hopefully it'll be good news and we can continue on with our fertility journey without any sort of holds, I guess you would say, any sort of kind of roadblocks. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.